Good morning, BookTube. Welcome to my channel, Laura Lee's Bookshelf. I am Laura Lee. If you're new, which I'm sure you are because this is a new channel, welcome, and I'm so glad you're here. Just a warning, you're getting me raw and real this morning. I am so excited to make this video. I did not want to wait to get dressed or to put makeup on, any of that stuff. So basically, I put on my workout gear, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, made my coffee, and I'm good to go. Let's get started. So today, I want to talk about the book that I finished last night. I got up in the middle of the night and just needed to finish it. So I read from about 1 to 3, and then I wrote a journal entry, which is the first thing I want to talk to you about. And then I went back to bed, then I got up, and here we are. That's how excited I am about this book and to share the effect it had on me, I guess is what I want to say. So the first thing I want to talk about really quickly is my new book journal. As I've been delving into the BookTube universe, several booktubers have talked about having a reading journal, a reading log, and it's so funny as an elementary school teacher, these are things that I used to have for my students or have them have. And as I really, at this stage in my life, found the time and the energy and the motivation to just go all in on my reading journey, I'm finding that a lot of the things that I did in my classroom with my second graders, I love as an adult. And this is one of them. So I just want to share this one. I found it on Amazon. There are tons of different types, different layouts, all that kind of stuff. But this one just kind of spoke to me. It's called To Read or Not to Read. I may have already said that. I'm not sure. Again, I was up reading late last night and I woke up and I've retaped this multiple times and I swear I'm not doing it. I'm going to make it all the way through this time. So if I repeat myself, so sorry. Hopefully this will not be a pattern for me. So I want to show you the interior. This one is fabulous for me. It has a place to put your title, the author, the genre, a place to take notes, a place for a review, a final takeaway, who you would recommend it to, why you read it in the first place, a rating, when did you read it, when was it published, all of these little notes that gems I'd like to remember, because my books, I'm never getting rid of. I love them. And to be able to have this kind of journey in writing, I think will be fabulous. I'm really excited about it. The other thing that the book does have, it has quotes from different books. It has little author profiles. It has some challenges, I believe, in here. I'm excited to get to all of those. But the thing that made me know for sure that I had chosen the right book journal for myself is, being the kidlit lover that I am. First quote, Dr. Seuss. Fill your house with stacks of books in all the crannies and all the nooks. Love it. Love it. That is what I'd like my house to be. So on to the next thing. Highly recommend. Next thing I highly recommend, the book I'm going to talk about today. Martha Beck's The Way of Integrity. Okay. Let's get started with why I picked this book up. Well, I didn't pick this book up. I joined a book circle and this was the choice. So that's why I got it. I love self-growth, personal healing, seeking, all of those books. But this is not one that had crossed my world. So I ordered it, not because I necessarily wanted to read it, but because everybody else was reading it and I wanted to be part of the group and be able to interact and enjoy that journey. It's something, as we've moved, if you've watched my newbie video, my husband and I are empty nesters and we recently during COVID moved across the country. So I'm looking for different ways to connect with like-minded people of all ages, at all stages, and really enjoy this part of my life that I'm in. So that's why this got picked up. So needless to say, it wasn't one of those books I was itching to read. Oh my gosh, if I would have only known, I would have been itching to read it. to me, it's life-changing. And I don't know if it was just the right time in my life, if all the stars aligned, but it really spoke to me. It is sending me in a new trajectory, on a new path with new goals. I absolutely love it. And I would highly recommend it to anyone that's interested in personal growth, personal alignment, and integrity. So the first thing I want to talk about is the meaning of integrity in this book is really, for me, alignment. It's about figuring out who you are at your core, what your core values are, and getting your words, your actions, your thoughts aligned with that. And this book is full of amazing quotes. I have so much underlined. I have so many things tabbed. I'm going to start by reading this one line, and it's the first thing I tabbed. It's definitely not the first thing I underlined, but it kind of speaks to where the direction you're going. What upsets people is not what happens to them, but their thoughts about what happens to them. And I sat with that for a minute, and I'm like, so if you think about when you're a kid and they tell you you're going to have a shot, what's worse, the actual shot or sitting there waiting for it or them putting the needle in? It's the thinking about it. That's what it is. And after something tragic happens to you, it's the thinking about that thing. The actual action or the moment is finite. It happens. It's done. But it's all the ruminating on it afterwards that drags you down. That's just one little piece of this entire puzzle of this book. One of the other things I want to say is that she talks a lot about culture and how we have not just the culture of our country, our community, the area of the country we live in, but our family has a culture. And I never thought about it really that much on the surface level, but deeply, no. I didn't come from a family of seekers, of personal growth people. I grew up in the 70s and 80s with 1950s parents that you go to work, you do what you're supposed to do, and you go on a vacation every now and then, and you watch the news and you wash MASH, and life is life. That's just what you do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I wasn't challenged to think further, think deeper. And I will say, as an adult, I have turned into this seeker, to use that Oprah word. And personal growth is really great, and it's enjoyable to me. I love it. What's interesting is neither one of my parents were that way, and there's nothing wrong with that. It does not make them wrong, me right, anything like that. But my sister is also, as an adult, is very much into personal growth and seeking information and those kind of things. So you can change and grow all through life. So that was a tangent. Let's get back to the book. So I want to talk about Martha for a little bit. I was very fortunate that the reading circle that I joined at the end, when we discussed the book, we were on a Zoom call because people are all over the country, and Martha Beck was on the Zoom call. Oh my God, that was so cool. First of all, she writes very raw, very open, very honest. And then when you meet her, as I guess in today's world, Zoom is actually meeting somebody, although it doesn't feel like it. She's just like she is when she writes. She's full of energy and vibrance and love and joy and positivity, and she's fabulous. I will definitely be reading more of her books. She's just got a great heart, great attitude. Throughout the book, she shares her personal journey for herself, finding her core values and getting herself into integrity or alignment. It's not an easy journey, and sometimes it has drastic consequences, which it did for her. but it's the only way to get to true peace and harmony in your own life, basically. The book, throughout the book, as she's talking about her journey, she also uses Dante's Inferno, the Divine Comedy, as a parallel and an example of going through this hero's journey that we find so much in literature. Well, we're doing it. We're all doing it. You know, some more dramatically than others, but we're all doing it. We're all in our own journey to be our own hero, to find our own place. And this book, I believe, is life-changing and will help you to find the key things that you're needing. She also fills the book with exercises to really dive deep into what you believe, and makes you get a little real with how you treat people you see as other. And she talks a little bit about human nature, that it's human nature to be drawn to like-minded or people that are like us, and to other people, and the importance of questioning that and finding grace for people that are different from you. One person doesn't have to be right, and one person doesn't have to be wrong in everything. You're right for yourself. They're right for themselves. You not seeing people that think differently than you as the enemy or a monster or ignorant or whatever the word is that you're using. It's really, really a great book. I know I keep saying that, but I totally believe it. It really, really is fabulous. And I think it will change the trajectory of this part of my life. And I am so excited. And I know that I will look back on many parts of it. I know I'm going to also challenge myself to read more of her work because I really liked her. The one thing I do want to also add in here is she does talk about the science behind integrity and authenticity and alignment, whichever word you want to use. And there are studies out there and scientific evidence that when you are out of alignment, even if you don't know that you're going against your core values, which I never thought of, many of us do. We may have believed all of our lives that to be a good person, you have to be selfless or you have to be beautiful or whatever it is. If you don't believe that in your core and you just believe it because of what the culture around you believes, you are out of alignment. And when you are out of alignment, it causes physical reactions and it takes a toll on your body. And it can lead to disease and discomfort. It really is amazing when you get down to it, the amount of personal effect our thoughts have on our physical body. And I'm making changes to change my thought patterns, to question things differently, to look at the world through a different lens. And I'm super excited about it. And I'm super excited about this book. And I hope you pick it up. I hope you love it as much as I do. And I hope you enjoyed this talk. I want to leave you with one quote I put in my little journal. This is why this journal is good. Actually, I want to leave you with two. So final takeaways. I wrote these two quotes down because I absolutely love them. The first one is, know what you really know. Feel what you really feel. Say what you really mean. And do what you really want. New motto. It's awesome. Very last one, and then I'm going to sign off. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free. May you feel safe. and may all your longing be fulfilled. Have a great day, BookTube. See you next time.